Dutch people are really, they really go all out. They drink a lot.
Yeah, they really drink a
Me
lot,
as a
and that's
German
actually
people,
like
yeah.
a issue they have with like the consume of alcohol during young ages.
Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah, because like you said, yeah, many Dutch young people like just freak out and get drunk, and I mean you would expect them to like
Drink
smoke
or
weed.
have wow.
I mean it's legal here, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. I didn't expect that alcohol was such a big issue here, because I was like, why would you drink alcohol if you can smoke weed?
Well, I
legally?
think it's a bit different, because I think you as a kid, when you see something that is illegal, you somehow like crave it and you think it's like really cool to do and whatever. The reason why you do it, like what the product gives you, is of course also a factor. But I think in Germany most of the people smoke weed because they want to seem cool, and I think because the Dutch teenagers or the people in our age, they grew up with weed being like legal, and like everyone has the access to it. So I think that's why it's not that craveable for Dutch people then. And I think alcohol was just like to make a party more fun.
Yeah, I also think they have like different restrictions here if you compare it to like Germany.
Oh yeah.
Where you can buy like beer.
And wine with 16.
I'm not sure about wine, but beer you can buy with 16.
I think it's white wine. Or like prosecco. I'm not sure which one
something.
it was. But
and
yeah.
Which also makes no sense, because you can get drunk also with beer.
Yeah.
So
had that already.
I mean, yeah, like okay, don't sell the 70-year-old one the vodka, but what if he buys like 3 cases of beer?
Yeah.
And I think you need to be like 18 in the Netherlands to buy some beer.
18 to buy anything with alcohol in it.
So yeah, I was at Jumbo, did some grocery shopping, and when I came out, like 2 girls approached me and they were like, we wanted to ask you if you could buy us some alcohol.
Did you do it?
And no, I didn't do it, because like, what the hell?
If they would have paid me double, I would have done it.
No, but the issue is if like we
Definitely
can get screwed over, because it can be like the police like just trying to find people who would buy
but
alcohol
I don't think that will be a big issue.
But also like, I didn't want to be part of that. Like we and I, like with friends, we also bought a vodka bottle somewhere else where they don't check your ID, but we never asked someone we don't know if they could buy us.
Oh no, that never happened to me. I just asked older friends that I had,
friends,
or mutual friends. Yeah.
Yeah, like all the friends, or like if you have like an older brother or
cool
sister,
parents.
you ask them. Yeah, exactly. I had a friend during high school, and like with 16, 17, whatever, and they were living on the land side, and they had like a pretty big garden, and she was during the summer like inviting people over and having party and stuff, and actually the parents allowed her, and they were like, okay, you're going to drink alcohol anyway if you want to, so it's better if you do it in a safe place, where we can
with caution,
where there are people around who can help
observe
if
and
it
see.
escalates or whatever, instead of just going into the woods and getting drunk there and then possibly dying because of some stupid reasons. Yeah, like people do that, and that's a big issue. So it's better to create a safe space for some things instead of just denying it, because people will do it anyway. It's the same thing with like drugs. Even if it's illegal, people are gonna use drugs anyway.
Well, if they want to, they can get their hands on. Although they are illegal, you can still have still some ways how to
and I mean, why would you want to get your hands on it if you don't want to use it, right?
Yeah.
So like a pill addict or a heroin addict or whatever, they will still find a way to get it and find a way to use it. And in my opinion, it's better to create a safe place for these people to use it, like where they are safe and also where they're not like in the middle of people, because I know in my hometown there are some like addicts, and they're all over the city center sometimes, and
you don't want kids to see that.
Exactly, you don't want kids to see that, and it's like they can turn crazy. It's like especially heroin is like a weird drug. It messes you up, and you can.
We're not telling you to use heroin. Please don't use it.
No, don't use it. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
No, but you get what I mean. It's
definitely.
like I think it's for everyone like a good solution, helpful to create safe places. I mean, you also have like bars where you can go and drink your alcohol.
Yeah.
The issue that people are using certain drugs is a whole nother topic, but they shouldn't be demonized because of these things.
Yeah, also fun thing is that when you go to coffee shops in Leeuwarden, but also I think in overall in the Netherlands, you go to the front desk or kind of where you get your weed, they actually help you decide if you're new to this, they'll help you decide on what you should take.
Exactly.
And you don't normally, and that's also a good factor, so you don't have to be ashamed of never smoking it before.
Yeah.
But knowing that what you smoke is not going to be that brutal, instead of like going there and saying what your friends usually smoke, and then in the end you're going to be completely have a really bad trip.
Yeah, like.
And then you think, oh my god, I never want to use this again. This is like.
Yeah, it's mainly about safe consume. So they just want to provide the best service. They want you to have the best possible experience and not to get screwed up.
Yeah.
And there's also this thing in, I don't know if it's in all of Germany, but in Frankfurt there is like a collection of people volunteering, and it's called Alice, and they go to clubs and whatever and just give out information to people
about drug usage,
about a safe way to use the drugs, because they also say the same thing like I mentioned. People are gonna use the drugs anyway, so even if you forbid everything, people will still use it, and they just want to make sure that the people know what they are actually consuming and what effects that these drugs can have on your body. So they like give the proper information to people. So if you're interested,
schooling them
if you're interested in using like a certain drug, you can look them up on their website and get information how to make sure that you will not die, basically. Or get like any kind of sicknesses or diseases or whatever.
Not ending up like SoundCloud rappers nowadays.
Yeah, so for example, if we want to come back to heroin, like the most famous example for that, I'm sure everybody heard that, is like not to share the equipment, pretty much. But also it's for like, I'm not sure what kind of drug it is, but you can dip it somehow, so it's like powder, and you like just lick your finger and then dip your finger. No, it's not crack. It's like MDMA or some kind of ecstasy. I don't know. And then they say, okay, you shouldn't share it with other people you don't know, because you can get like diseases. Or for like, I don't know, taking Coke, they say make sure there are no glass pieces in it. I've heard a story of like glass pieces in.
Yeah, that's, I don't think it's good. That going down.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is just they accepted the fact that people will use it anyway. Yeah. And their mission is just to prevent people from dying, because they want to have like a experience with drugs.
Although I never saw any addicts here. I'm not sure if you saw anyone here, but till now I also like homeless people. I don't see that often, but I also don't live in the city. I'm not sure if that's different if you live directly in the center.
I'm also not sure about homeless people, but I've seen some sketchy characters.
Oh yeah,
out on
sketchy
the streets.
Characters. Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Okay, now I actually.
I mean, you never know what does it mean to be an addict. Like regular people can be addicts for all kinds of things. You can be like a TV addict, you know. If we talk about
I'm like talking about
like drug addiction,
it's also not that big of a city, although
could be.